Hello and welcome to Little Champs Learning. In this video, we will look into how to convert a decimal number into a fraction number. They can be converted into each other back and forth. As we know, decimals are special numbers with base 10, 100 and 1000 and are placed in the right hand side of a place value chart. Tens place is the immediate place after a decimal number, whereas hundreds place is the second place after a decimal number. So you can see in this place value chart. Let's do this with one example. If I have a number say 2.8. 2 is a whole number which is on the left side of a decimal number, so I will place this at once, and 8 is at tens place, which is immediately after a place value chart. Actually, if you look very closely this place value chart, so you can see if I have a number say 0.8 in place value chart, if we go according to a decimal, then after decimal you have tens and hundreds. But if you look into fractions, as I said, they are the special form of fractions also, decimals. So I have in fraction immediate place after a decimal is 1/10 and the second place is 1/100. If I write in this place value chart 0.8, so my number is 8 tenths, which is 0.8, and if I want to write this in fractions, I see on top this is again called as 1/10. So I can write 0.8 as 8/10. So I would say fractional form and decimal forms are two forms how a same number can be written. So if you have a number say 0.9, as we know this 0.9 you don't have any whole number, this is less than a whole number. So 0.9 is placed in place value chart as 0.9, and since you have only one decimal place after a decimal number, it will be 9/10 in fractions. Let's see another number. If you have 0.3 in decimals and if you want to write this again and convert this into fractions, then you see this will be placed in the first column after a place value chart, and in fractions it will be 3/10. What if I have a number say 10 tenths? So 10 tenths are actually 10/10 and this becomes a whole fraction, so this is a whole number 1. Now let's see some examples of hundreds place. 0.24 in decimals will be placed in the place value chart as 0.24, and you can write this as 24/100. If you have 0.63, so it will become 63/100. If you have 74/100, then this will become 0.74. Now the main thing and the main point you need to note down is that how many decimal numbers are there after a decimal you need to count, and that many zeros in the denominator you need to put when you are converting a decimal number to a fraction. If you have 0.3, it has just one decimal place after a decimal number, so you will have just 1/10 in your denominator of when you convert this into fractional form. 3 remains the same. If you go for a 2-digit number say 0.25, I mean 2-digit decimal places 0.25, so when you are converting into fractions you need to count how many decimal numbers do you have after a decimal point. So here you have 2 decimal places. This will become 0.25 and 25/100. Then you have one more example, 0.761. Now here you need to mark that I have 3 decimal places after my decimal number. So while converting to fractions, 761 remains the same on top, but in the bottom I am going to place that with 1000. Let's see 100/100 example. So 100/100 is actually one whole, so this will become 1.00. What if I have 10/100? That means I have 2 decimal places after my decimal number, so I'm going to place 0.10. I hope this is clear. If you all are finding any difficulties, kindly do contact me. You can comment in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you for watching Little Champs Learning. Keep watching and subscribe my channel too. Thank you.